There's one here. You can see she's there, Madam Catherine Muma. Yeah, welcome. Former Tisa Board of Trustees, our distinguished partners, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow Kenyans and taxpayers, those who pay tax, those who don't refuse to pay, some of us do. So, and I'll follow just the line of taxpayers tonight instead of fellow Kenyans. It's an honor and a privilege to have you at this significant occasion. Today marks a defining moment for the Institute of Social Accountability, Tisa, as we launch on our new strategic plan 2025-2029. This strategic plan is a vision anchored in deepening our legacy as the leading voice for transparency, accountability, and citizen participation in governance. This plan builds on the foundation laid by our previous strategy, which concluded in 2022 and has been shaped by the interim and annual plans that guided us through this critical transition. And this transition, there was changes in the board, changes in the management and all that, this period we are in. The strategy reaffirms our commitment to good governance, devolution, the human rights economy, holding the government to its obligations and ensuring that governance delivers on its fundamental duty, which is the realization of rights for all citizens. This moment also serves as an opportunity to honor, celebrate, and reflect on the path that has led us to this point. We pay tribute to TISA's founder, who has given an apology. She could not be here tonight, but she's here with us in spirit. She said she supports this gathering and this launch of the strategic plan. Founding trustees who are here, and all who have served as trustees, leaders who laid the groundwork for our unwavering pursuit of accountability. Their vision is the driving force behind our continued efforts in fiscal transparency, the rule of law, the separation of powers. Over the past year, you have seen our leadership in action, challenging fiscal opacity, questioning the disregard for rule of law, and litigating against unconstitutional financing structures such as CDF, Constituency Development Fund, of which I think we had a very favorable ruling from the High Court. I'm not sure whether they have gone to Supreme Court after this, but we expect that from what we have heard, I think CDF is one fund that will be consigned to the history, to the dustbin of history, because essentially it was unconstitutional and it was a threat to the separation of powers. Our push for transparency was affirmed when the courts ordered the government to release debt contracts in December last year, a remarkable win for public accountability that we all share in. And I think most of you know that it has been very difficult to get the story of debt in Kenya. It's very hard actually to write about because it's sort of opaque. The budget office, the debt office within the treasury hasn't been forthcoming with what the numbers are in terms of debt. So this judgment paves the way for accountability in that area. We also appreciated your solidarity when Tisa was wrongly listed as donor to the Gen Z protests, a testament to the power of citizen movements and our steadfast commitment to truth. Our coalitions, Okoa Uchumi and Right to Food, have fueled civic demands for a just and accountable Kenya. I think Gen Z protests was a milestone in this country. It led to a lot of changes. We cannot run away that we all had, moral and other support for it, even if it means just sitting behind the TV and waving them on, and most of us actually did the waving on. But then listing us was just targeting a small organization that's working in social accountability, which is a very important aspect of governance in Kenya. Accountability is not a solo pursuit. Strategic collaboration strengthens our work. We acknowledge that accountability is not just about institutions, it's about people, empowered citizens, effective leadership, collective action. We are proud of our MOU with the Office of the Auditor General, which is advancing citizen accountability audit, and our partnership with Controller of Budget, who is tonight here herself in person, whose reports inform our national and county level interventions. We are honored to have the Controller of Budget as our keynote speaker, and she will be speaking later in the hour. At the county level, we are collaborating with Vihiga, Uasin Gishu, Kiambu, and Makueni to strengthen governance, policy development, and implementation.